Put your eyes back in your head.
Popped out like flavor.
What nigga?
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
What's going on, people? What's happening? What's happening? Good morning. Good morning. Yep, this is your boy Mad Mike in the morning. And I got a little something to say. So sit back, relax, and take off your seatbelt. You never been on a ride like this before. Who'd be this? Who'd be that control the maestro the same time with the dope rhyme that I kick? You know, and I know I know funky shit. Oh boy. This has been one heck of a weekend. And since it's been one heck of a weekend, I think you guys can say to yourselves that you're about to have a little treat. And as you can see on the screen, yeah, I may have a little song to sing for y'all. May have a little song to sing for you. Sonia, how you doing, Sonia? Southside, what's happening? But it's gonna be a pretty interesting one to talk about because I saw something this weekend that was mighty interesting. Yeah, yes indeed, it was mighty green. Oh, I'm gonna sing my song. No, don't start your shit. I mean, I done told your goofy ass a lot of shit. And shut the fuck up is one of them. But I told you so. We gonna get into that. Believe me. Let me make my little rounds around social media, doing some promotion real quick, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna sing my song. Multi-platinum in 15 countries across the world. But yeah, this is a pretty good song. So I'm gonna definitely tell you all why exactly. We like to sing this song. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? B Peep, what's going on? How you doing, sir? Because let me see if I can put that. I don't even know if I put it in. I did. I thought I did. I thought I saw a putty cat. I did. I thought I saw a putty cat. All right. So this is one heck of an interesting bout, and do. What the hell? All right, there we go. God dang it! I thought I did. Okay, so All right, so let's get this in here. Okay. All right. Yeah, I want to do something real quick, y'all. So just bear with me. I'm gonna get to raising hell real soon. Yeah. So I'm gonna get the raising hell in about 5. Four, 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. All right, so I just thought it was really interesting to get off to this because this is a conversation that we've had quite often, and so, and I have to be honest about this situation. It does bring me pleasure to even think about this. Yeah, it really does. It does bring me pleasure to even think about this. Why? I told you because I like to sing. I really do. So, in this particular, all right, so I'm gonna start out with the three things that stood out to me this past week. As you can see the screen, yeah. So we're gonna get to talking about the first one. The first one for me is all about the first thing that I saw in regard to this weekend with the Atlanta Falcons is that the tackling for me, and I think when you look at the tackling with the Atlanta Falcons, man, like I think when you play such offense, and I'm trying to be politically correct, but y'all know how I am when I try to be politically correct. Oh, I try to be nice about things. I really try to be nice about it. But the way that this defense has been playing, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting to see how the defense plays. It's pure disgusting. I can't see how anybody sits back and they can be proud of this damn game. Like, how can you be proud of this game looking at what we've seen, especially as the season goes on? And one thing that I was talking about, Coach, you go back and you check out his video, that live show this past weekend, and we talked about that. Is exactly this. Like, this is some pussified defense. He's coaching like a little bitch. Okay? I don't care if you have players hurt. The mentality. Players pick up the mentality. Players pick up when you're apprehensive as a coach and you're unsure yourself. Everything that you do as a leader, if you're down, your players are going to feel that. If you're hyped and you believe in what you guys are doing, the players are going to feel that. And this is the problem that I'm seeing with this Atlanta Falcons defense. The linebackers, I think we all know about the linebackers for the most part. We look at these linebackers, there's been a lot of up and down. There's been a lot of issues in regards to, just the team and the defense. It's tough to watch. Okay? It's tough to watch because, like, what's there to be proud about this defense right now? Nothing to be proud about, nothing to be happy about, nothing to be cool about. And like I said, honestly, it's tough. So when you see what I've noticed this past few weeks is that the Atlanta Falcons defense has been playing so soft. Leather so soft. No, yeah, it's been soft. Soft as hell. And coach put out. You guys have seen it yourself. Coach put it out for yourself, man. You seen it. Again, if you haven't seen, these guys lining at least 5 to 7 yards off every play. And you expect these guys to play. You expect these guys to play hard and difficult with effort when you're teaching them to line off 5 to 7 yards off every single play, even when you're in red zone near the goal line. These guys are 5 to 7 yards off. Why in the living fuck are you 5 to 7 yards off on the goal line? What are you trying to accomplish? Because I don't get it. You're supposed to have Jesse Bates, Justin Simmons. These guys have the ability to get back and make a play on the ball, yet you got them playing 5 to 7 yards off on the goal line. And I'm supposed to be proud of this. I'm supposed to look at this team and say, yep, Raheem, Jerry Gray, Jimmy Lake, I don't give a dang who it is. I do not care whose fault it is. You're playing scared and you're playing pussy-fied football. Okay? You're scared. You can talk all that. You can talk all this fast gibberish all you want to. You can smile with your pretty smile or whatever the hell you want to call it. Raheem Morris. You can do all that smiling and giggling and how you doing, Suzanne? How you How you doing? Yeah. Look, you can do all that bullshit all you want to, but you're not fooling me. We sit back and look at this dude smile, giggle. Oh, stats are for losers. It's of course it is. If motherfucking everything you doing is 30, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25 and below. Of course you'll say that then. When everything is below, it's horrendous. So this is why you're seeing the defense for the Atlanta Falcons. And look, I know so many people saying themselves like, Mike, we don't have the necessary players. We don't have the player. Bullshit. That's bull. It's an excuse. Why? Because the effort is getting worse. As we go on, we don't see the consistent effort. From that loser on Ebiketie, okay? He's a loser. Until he shows me that he can do something, he's a loser in my... On Ebiketie is going to be a loser until he shows me something. He's the one guy on this team, on this defense, that has the ability, but he's a fucking loser. Every game we wonder if this dude's gonna show up and do on a Kibby things. We know he can play. We know on every. Raise your hands if you're sure that every kid can play. Do you believe that he had the necessary skills to even get to be a pretty good defensive player? All right, so let me. This man got 1 sack on the season. 1 sack. He's literally the only guy on the edge for us right now, and this motherfucker got 1 sack. 1 fucking sack, y'all. Think about that for a second. This fucking loser has 1 sack and he's the main guy on the edge. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't give a fuck about your doctrine. I don't give a fuck about whether or not you're going to be a doctor and you're the smartest guy. 1 fucking sack. Yeah, we know about Matthew Judon. Fuck him right now. I'm getting on his honor every kitty. In my opinion, he's more talented than Matthew Judon. He came in more talented skill-wise than Matthew Judon. Athletically, he's more talented than this guy. He's a fucking loser. I hope he sees this. I hope the Atlanta Falcons see this. As a matter of fact, you guys look, screen record that and tag this motherfucker in it so he can hear me. You have way too much talent to not be at least at 4 sacks right now. This guy is hella talented. But I don't see no heart. I don't see no fight. I don't see anything from him. We see Arnold Ebiketie. We see several opportunities, and this is where I say the Falcons know what they got in Arnold Ebiketie, but because this happens, and I know you guys see this quite often. How many times have we seen Matthew Judon in coverage this year? Yeah. How many times have you seen Matthew Judon in coverage? Let's be absolutely real about this situation. We see this guy in coverage a lot. And Arnold Ebiketie is the one that we see rushing the fucking passer and nothing happens. We see Matthew Judon taking on double teams and nothing happens. This guy has one-on-one opportunities more than any Atlanta Falcons player defensively, as far as the defensive tackle and the edge. Arnold Ebiketie has every opportunity defensively to get after the quarterback and just beat one guy. I'm not asking you to beat triple teams or double teams or take on the best offensive tackle. I'm asking you to beat the worst of their tackles. And they put you in position so you can beat the one-on-one. You can beat their worst tackle. They put you in that position, and yet you still fail. And yet you still stand around playing patty cake and looking at his eyes like you a fucking doctor or something. I don't care nothing about you being a doctor. I don't care about him quite possibly one day might be something. We need you now. This Atlanta Falcons defense needs Arnold Ebiketie now, and he's an absolute disgrace. He's been here 3 years, and we still don't know what the flying fuck he is. I see Matthew Judon taking on double teams, getting choked out like he goddamn Steve Blackman off the WWE. Look, we see this shit all the time. I see him getting choked out like he got like he's wrestling Andre the Giant. I see Matthew Judon in coverage more than I see Arnold Ebiketie in coverage. They give this guy opportunity after opportunity, and what does he do? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Good God, you are absolutely nothing. He's a trash. He ain't even a fucking bus. He's below a bus right now. So much skill, and he just does absolutely nothing. Wow. Yeah. What is he good for? Absolutely nothing. Arnold Ebiketie is absolutely worth nothing. I would rather have that young kid that we seen that pull off the practice squad get his reps, because at least I know he's gonna fucking try. I don't even know what Arnold Ebiketie is good for. Khalid Kareem, thank you. That's his name. This man has at least the second, the third most snaps on the edge, and we've seen nothing out of Honor Ebiketie. One fucking sack off the whole year. Are you fucking kidding me? And that was against the Cowboys. So this is what I mean when we talk about the quarterback. Excuse me. Well, this is what I mean by Raheem and these guys. When you don't show that you clearly believe in these guys, because this is exactly what it is. They don't believe in these guys. Because if you believe these guys, you wouldn't sit back in that punk ass defense and play 5 yards away from everybody. I'm like, what are you doing? If Jimmy Lake is going to be your defensive coordinator, let him. Because this is not Jimmy Lake's defense. Coach has been coaching for well over 30 years. And he studied him also. He just did a study on Jimmy Lake. And he clearly states, okay, Coach Unchanged. He's been coaching for over 30 years. High school, semi-pro. Like, this dude has been doing it for years. And guess what? He says it's not Jimmy Lake's defense. So it's clearly Raheem's. You don't believe in these guys if you're not blitzing or you're not playing them close to the line, to the wide receivers. You're just giving them easy thing. And then you wonder why these guys are playing soft and the tackling is poor. So that's the thing. The tackling has to improve, but the mentality for the Atlanta Falcons has to improve. Okay, so the second one, which I talked about, is soft zones, and the coaches killing the players' aggressiveness, confidence, and this is what I'm saying. Linebackers, they're unsure. We keep putting Caden Ellis in positions like he's a cover guy, and it's just far from it. But the thing I said about this, Atlanta Falcons just don't have the athletic players at that position in order to play certain styles. So you might as well be aggressive with these guys because they're not athletic enough. Another thing with that too, you might as well play some of your safeties. You might as well play Richie Grant right now. I mean, he's a better cover guy than Kalen Ellis. That's what I do know. We know that he had the capability of being a decent tackler as well. So in certain situations, you have to play 2-3 safeties. Why not do it? Instead, we're not doing that. We're putting these big, slow linebackers in cover situation when they clearly not state. And this is something that I got to give to the great John Abraham when we had him on the show. He stated that the linebackers are getting caught slow foot. They're getting caught in what? Yeah, these guys are getting caught in coverage with their feet set. Anytime like they're misreading the gaps. I've seen Caden Ellis do that multiple times. And this is something that we've stated for a while, that you look at the linebackers, they're missing gaps. They're not even in the right gap half the time. Coach did another breakdown on that where he showed you where Caden Ellis and Lamb, they're trying to go around the contact. These guys are not even trying to get. So it's that bad. And the penalties. Those are the things that stood out to me. The tackling, the soft zones. And another thing for me is really, like I said, the penalties. The penalties. That's the third thing. It's the penalties at the absolute worst time. The penalties at the absolute worst time. We see it offensively. Not seeing much of anything defensively, to be honest. Let's keep that real as far as the penalty is concerned. But like when I see the penalties, man, the Falcons will make a big play on offense, and it's always with Mr. Bijan Robinson himself. We had a few touchdowns taken away, a few big plays taken away because the Atlanta Falcons holding Jake Matthews, holding Bergeron. It's always those guys. I don't know what is going on with them two, but both of those guys for the last couple of weeks have just been getting holding penalties at the absolute worst times. So those are the things that I see with this Atlanta Falcons defense as we get to the next topic. First one, again, the tackling. The tackling has to improve. That's just effort. That's the want to do. That right there is all about your spirit and you wanting to be physical. You wanting to play football. When the tackling sucks, it's because one is two things. One, fundamentals is off, and two, you just don't want to. You try not to get hurt, and you don't want the physicality. So again, the one, it's the you have to want to do it. But two, the basics, you're trying to do too much. The footwork, your footwork is off. And then two, what I'm saying with the penalties, it's just the penalties at the absolute wrong time. Falcons got to stop getting these holding penalties at the wrong time, man. It's getting frustrating. We make big plays offensively, and then the drive is stalled because we got 10-yard penalty, and now we got to pass and put Kirk Cousins in positions where he's going to be in pass protection, and a guy his age, he's not really an athlete like that. So with these defenses, what the Atlanta Falcons are doing, like they're just blitzing the Atlanta Falcons. They just sending more guys than we can block. And with a guy like Kirk Cousins, he's not going to run away from somebody. And it's not that the Falcons' offensive line is bad. It's just like I said, when you send in more than you can block, the quarterback has to make quick decisions. So we've seen some bad pass when Kirk has to make big decisions. And another thing that's happened quite a bit this year, and I don't know why that is. Kirk getting a lot of bad passes batted down. A lot of his passes is being batted down. So this is why I told you so. This is the I told you so segment. You may have seen it already, but I'm going to get to some numbers for you. And I'm not, you shouldn't even be surprised because this is something that I've been talking about for quite some time. The day we even hired Raheem, I've been telling y'all about this. This is what my fear was. My fear. Anybody know what my fear was when we hired Raheem Morris? Y'all know. They know. Yeah. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I've been saying this for a while. No, I didn't say we shouldn't hire Raheem. I just said when we hire Raheem, he's another guy. This right here. Dan Quinn is Raheem is Dan Quinn 2.0. Been telling y'all that. And I told y'all about this. Look, man, I told you so. This is I told you so weekend. I told y'all about what happened. I made a quarterback analysis on one Carolina Panthers. They were wasting their fucking time playing Andy Dalton when they should have just been putting that young kid in there from the very beginning and let him play. I've been telling y'all about that. You can go back and check out look, I have a quarterback series where I break down pretty much every quarterback, tell them what's wrong, every aspect of it, and I'm gonna keep that up as long as y'all keep, throwing a quarterback in there. Y'all want me to break down, I'm gonna throw that. But I told you about Carolina, and now you're seeing what could happen with that young guy, Bryce Young. I made the video. You can check it out. As a matter of fact, I will put it in the community tab so y'all can watch the video yourself. I told you you're wasting your time sitting him on the bench. That was wasted fucking time. You're already not going nowhere. And I told you about that CJ Stroud. I don't want to say CJ Young, but CJ Stroud. I told you about CJ Stroud. Once they start to see and get film on him, this is when he's going to have to make that adjustment. He came out, but again, it was just a weekend for your boy, man, Mike. We've been telling y'all. AFN been telling y'all about this. We told you about CJ Stroud. We told you about Bryce Young. And we told you about Raheem. Because guess what? I'm about to show y'all. So I'm about to give y'all some numbers. And I'm sure y'all didn't see this because it was all over social media. The Washington Commanders lost to the Dallas fucking Cowboys. Yep. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Dan Quinn led Commanders. And I told you so. I told you all this rah-rah stuff, it'll get you all this hype and excitement. But after a certain amount of time, ain't nobody want to hear that shit. Nobody want to hear nothing. Ain't nobody want to hear all that rah-rah. We're going to do it. We're going to win too. Yay! Fuck that. To hell with that nonsense. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn, we're going to win and we're going to bounce back and we're going to be persistent and all. Man, get out of my dang on face with that nonsense. I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear none of that nonsense. Y'all can say that shit for somebody who cares, because I don't want to hear it. I don't care nothing about that rah-rah speech. Show me. Show me that you can make the adjustments. Show me that you can put your ego aside and do what's best for the team. Show me that you can give the ball to the guy who's hot at the moment and not be swayed by the media and swayed by the fans. Show me that you can do this. So, Cooper Rush. Yeah, you heard what I said. He ain't even look. This man is so inconsistent as a quarterback. It's crazy for this to even be for me to even be talking about this. Cooper freaking Rush. Are you kidding me, bro? You got smoked by Cooper fucking Rush. They put up 34 points on the Dan Quinn defense. I told you so. This is what happens with Dan Quinn. He gets guys all hyped, and then he has to coach, and then they return back to normal. Cooper Rush, 24 of 32. 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interception. And it's not like Dallas rushed the ball. Well, I mean, they rushed for 91 yards, but like that's pretty average. CeeDee Lamb went off on him. Go figure. A wide receiver had one of his best days against the Dan Quinn defense. Go figure. And no shade at Jaden Daniels, but this is what happens when teams start to figure you out and try to figure out like what you're doing. 25 or 38, 275, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So these things happen. So when we talk about Dan Quinn and Raheem Morris, these are the things. Raheem is going to get you 6 wins just based off his ability to get guys hyped. He can get you. Raheem Morris can get you 5 wins because he is that. But once all that rah crap, he can get players to come to Atlanta in free agency. He's very good at that. He's going to get you 5 wins just based off his ability, his skills, his personality. He's going to get you that. But 5 wins ain't enough. I need to see the coaching. And that's what we're not seeing from Raheem. And it's exactly what I was afraid of with Raheem. These guys him and Dan Quinn play that soft zone, and they wait and they wait and they wait and they wait. Before you know it, it's 5 weeks, 4 weeks. It's the third quarter, 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. Now you want to start blitzing. Same stuff that Dan Quinn did. Now I know people are saying, they lost the game because of a missed field goal. Yeah, but they gave up 30 points to Dallas. You hear me? We're talking about a Dallas that doesn't have Dak Prescott. The Atlanta Falcons did not play Cooper Rush. And this dude gave up that amount of points to Cooper freaking Rush. Are you kidding me? So my thing is, I just want to see Raheem make the necessary adjustments. I want to see Jimmy Lake make the necessary adjustments. I want to see Jerry Gray make the necessary adjustments. Because the conversation has come, is Jerry Gray really that guy? Is this one of the reasons why he hasn't had another defensive coordinator job? Because that's what I want to know. Because if this is the reason why Jerry Gray doesn't have a defensive coordinator job and he's here in Atlanta being the assistant head coach, he's right there beside Raheem. And why isn't he telling him? I want to know these things. I want to know what's wrong. I want to know. Yeah, I want to know just who you are. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know who you are. Because most fans are looking at you like, hey, bro, you might have sold me a bad, them fake ass. You remember them plasma screen TVs? I think that motherfucker selling me a plasma screen TV. That bullshit that blow up, you just hook anything up to it. Yeah, I feel like Raheem just sold me a plasma screen, a plasma TV. That's what I feel like. I thought I was getting the real deal, but he's telling me some plasma bullshit. That's how I feel right now. So until he shows me that he can make the necessary adjustments, my attitude is going to remain. No, I have not given up on Raheem, and I still think he's going to be a terrific, but I want to see the necessary adjustments. It's been years since he's been in Atlanta, and I haven't seen much of anything. I haven't seen much of a difference. Yeah, Southside. That matter? This is a Dan Quinn team. Period. This don't matter. This does not matter whatsoever. Whether it's special teams, this is exactly how we lost in Atlanta. Bad special teams, bad defense, and sometimes bad offense. This is exactly Dan Quinn. We seeing this exactly with whom? Yeah, Raheem, the exact same thing. I don't care. You still gave up 34 points to the Cowboys. Okay? That don't matter. Did it matter when young Wade Coop was missing all those field goals and he just kept putting them out there? Like, these are decisions. These are the things that, like, it don't really matter. It's still 34 points and you gave it up to the Cowboys. So like I said, none of that. I do not care. You gave up 34 points to the Cowboys with Cooper Rush. Okay? So I would like to get into some Q&A right now for the next 20 minutes or so. So if you guys got some questions about anything, like I said, it could be anything in the league right now, man. You know, it's like I said, bro, it's still at the end of the day, you gave up 34 points to the Cowboys when you clearly are a better team. It ain't even close that these guys are clearly better than them. And like I said, this is what Jaden Daniels is going to go through. He's going to have those games when he looked like a super mega star, and then we come back down to earth. And don't get me started. The same type of coach. I told you about that too, about the Texans. They lost to the damn Titans, brother. They lost to the damn at the time they were 2-8. CJ Stroud 20 for 33. So he's missing a lot of easy passes, and the interceptions that he's been throwing, good googly moogly. See, they can't run the ball because granted that Titans defensive line is pretty good. Not gonna hate on that, but like 40 yards rushing. So CJ Stroud, if they can't run the ball, how good is CJ Stroud? How consistent CJ Stroud is going to be? I still think he's going to be a phenomenal, and he is a phenomenal quarterback. He has phenomenal talent, but like teams are starting to catch up. So as a coach, you have to make the necessary adjustments. It's not stick with the same thing that you want to get. Everything about football, especially as a head coach, is learning how to adjust and the willingness to adjust. One of the things that I like about Tony Dungy, yeah, he did play that cover too, but like when he needed to bring that safety up in the box, he would bring that big motherfucker. He would bring that little son of a gun, Bob Sanders up in there. He would bring those guys up, the John Lynch's in the box. Like he would do the necessary things in order to adjust. You look at Bill Belichick, he would do the necessary thing to adjust. The Rex Ryans, all these guys are very good defensive coordinators because they were willing to make the necessary adjustments. There are times that you want to stick to your philosophy and times that you need to adjust. And that's where the great coaches come in. There's moments in games where if teams are going to keep giving you 5 to 7 yards, like we did exactly against Sean Payton. Sean Payton is not going to draw up something, an elaborate scheme just to prove a point. I can throw the ball downfield. Like, no, Sean Payton going to keep on calling the same play. You going to give me those 5 to 7 yards? I'm going to keep on taking them. That's what genius is. You know, genius ain't always coming up with and having the most creative pass plays. And I think a lot of these coaches are falling victim to that because they believe in their head they the most creative, but creative don't mean crap. If you're not giving what they look, sometimes the team will give you 5 to 7 yards, whether it's running or passing the ball. And sometimes you just got to take that. If they're gonna keep giving it to you, keep good. Look, I'm gonna keep taking it. And then we look around the league also with this piece of crap that I've been telling y'all for quite some time. This man is far from a guru. We see the same thing time and time and time again. We see it time and time again. This man had 44 yards rushing. That team had 44 yards rushing. And San Francisco 49ers, 44 yards. 44 yards rushing with CMC and Jordan Mason on the same team. But you're a guru. You're supposed to be so great at creating run plays. Your team had 44 yards rushing. Why? Because you don't want to switch things up and you don't want to change. This is what ego gets you. It gets you right back where you started. The Packers absolutely destroyed the 49ers. And to be honest, I think the 49ers are out of the playoffs. Yeah, they just erased them out of it. Like, but that's his ego. Instead of just like continuously giving these guys and slowing down, it's like, all right, CMC, I know you back from injury. Don't just throw the whole offense to him. Like slowly, like especially as the season goes on, just bring him along slowly. You don't have to give him the whole freaking offense and change the whole offense and then put all the shine on him. You got some pretty good players on that. Like Jordan Mason's a hell of a running back, and you just didn't erased him out of the game plan. You should have been good. You should the thing is Shanahan came out with this dumb ass shit that he gonna bring in Brandon Allen, and Brandon Allen was just gonna come in and be a great quarterback. What in the flying fuck are you thinking? See, this is where we talk about arrogance as a coach. Brandon fucking Allen, you gonna tell me that you gonna give him 30 opportunities to pass the damn ball when you got Jordan and CMC and you should have just been focusing on stopping the run? This son bitch brought Brandon Allen in and say we're gonna throw the ball 30 yards, 30 fucking times when you clearly have your number one quarterback and Brock Purdy out. Like, that's arrogance. Brandon Allen is not Brock Purdy. He's a backup for a reason. This is arrogance and it's sheer stupidity. And they had 44 yards rush. See, this is the arrogance we're talking about as coaches. They're so focused on what they want, they're not doing what's best for the team. When I seen Allen, I thought it was Kyle, and I said, okay, you got a chance, but it's Brandon Allen. Yeah. Shanahan dummies. He should have started Josh Dobbs. He wins games. I mean, ego, man. Debo been underperforming for quite some time too. So, like I said, you got all these guys, man. Like, when they're not the center of attention, how good are they really? The Brandon Ayuk, the Debo's, like these guys aren't very good route runners, and they're not very good wide receivers, and we're starting to see that. But that, Josh, that's another thing too with Shanahan. He runs his players into the ground. Like these guys are the only one that touch the ball. So like if you playing in the Shanahan offense, if you are a star player, you'll love playing with him because you're gonna get the ball. But like after a while, 3-4 years, like he did the same thing with Robert Griffin III. He ran him into the ground. Like he runs all his players into the ground. He doesn't know how to facilitate. He doesn't know how to get these guys off days. He doesn't know how to get these guys, like, he's a moron. CMC had a lot of injuries, issues. I was say he had issues in Carolina, but like ever since he's gotten to the 49ers, that man every year is something wrong with him. Bo Nix can lead them to the team. I mean, that's not Bo Nix really leading. Bo is playing pretty good ball, but he's not asking these guys when you got a top 5 defense, man, and he hasn't really let Bo Nix go. He's still, checking the ball down, doing the bare minimum, and that's what you're supposed to do with a young quarterback. So Sean Payton is doing an excellent job with Bo Nix, not giving him too much. When you don't give a quarterback too much and you have a defense that you can rely on, don't do too much. Just let them do the bare minimum. Let them be an athlete, check the ball down, get it to them, to the ball, into those playmakers' hands, and that's what's happening. But yeah, like I said, it's CJ Stroud. Like I still think he's a wonderful quarterback, but like this is what happens with these guys, man. It's like, yeah, you have a good first year, offensive coordinators. These guys, have very good first, second year, but like once the league start to catch up with you, that right there is when you really start to come into your own and you define who you are. And a lot of these guys, just like I said, a lot of these guys with the quarterback, the offensive coordinator and quarterback position, when the defense starting the league start to catch up with you, how are you going to rely on it? How are you going to adjust? And they're not adjusting. CJ Stroud clearly has tails in his game. You take away a lot of his receivers away, his talented receivers away, and you put him in positions where he has to focus on one spot on the defense and put pressure on them. Yeah, he panics. I saw that when they played against Georgia. No, this is stupid, Josh. I'm like, every time Josh ever seen Josh, he say something dumb. Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot, why we ain't going with shit. Like, you say that, everybody say this every year. Let's not pretend like the Falcons haven't done something good. They've done something good. They've done a pretty good job of putting this offense together. All right, we got Terry Fontenot. That put together Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier. They found Matthew Bergeron. They found Drew Dalman. They found Ryan Niels. Like, man, shut up. Like, because things aren't going the way we all want as far as the record is concerned, y'all want to say he's like, we ain't gonna win anything. We were one game away from what we were the last 3 years. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? These guys just have to it's about getting to the next level. We know we can win 70 games a season. We know that. We know that we can bring coaches in that can get us 7 wins. But we need coaches that's going to get us to the next level. That 8, 9 to 12 game. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for coaches that can consistently build up this defense. That's what we're looking for. We have some very good players on the defensive side of the ball. But the thing is, you got to learn how to build that front. We got to learn how to win games we need to be winning. But like when we say stuff like Terry Fontenot and like we say stupid crap like Terry Fontenot and like they're the reason why we even have the offense that we have. The Drake Londons. Like, you telling me that Drake London was a mistake? Put red in the chat if you believe that Terry Fontenot and that. Like, somebody just tell me if you believe that Drake London was a mistake by Terry Fontenot, drafting him was a mistake. Do you believe Kyle Pitts was a mistake? Being a Pro Bowler? Like, he was a Pro Bowler and he's having a much better year this year? Do you believe Bijan Robinson was a mistake? Do you believe Tyler Algier was a mistake? Do you believe that Drew Dalman was a mistake? Do you believe that Ryan Nielsen was a mistake? Do you believe that a guy like Matthew Bergeron, like all these guys, you believe these guys were a mistake? Like, what in the hell are you talking about? We need to learn how to put together. And if you believe that Caleb McGarry is a mistake, I don't. You are an absolute. Look, you don't know what you're talking about. This man has had one bad game this year, and people will not let him go. They will never let him live it up. This man has been a motherfucking stud ever since we played TJ Watt. And people still up here, man, drafting Keelan McGee was a mistake. Do you know he's one of the best tackles in the fucking league right now? And the right tackles in the league? Like, what are you talking about? His arms are short. Well, look, if that motherfucker, that big ass 6'8" grizzly bear arm too short, like what in the hell does that even mean? His arms are too short. Y'all hear, look, just listen to me. Stop listening to the scouts. The scouts are given a blueprint of what they should look at as far as the size is concerned. And a lot of guys have exceeded that size, but more people have lived under that ideal size for offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and positions. Do you think Bob Sanders was the ideal safety? Huh? Now, let me say it again. Do you think Bob Sanders was the ideal size for a safety? Answer that question. Do you believe that Grady Jarrett was the ideal size for a defensive tackle? Do you believe that Aaron Donald was an ideal size for a defensive tackle? He is 290. He came in the league at 285 pounds playing defensive tackle. That is not an ideal size for a defensive tackle. What are y'all talking about? Stop listening to these morons that like do all these damn scouting reports and all this. Stop listening to that nonsense. Because I can bring up a guy right now and with the Atlanta Falcons in history and Jamal Anderson, 6'8", 270 pounds, was absolute bomb. Long arms, long everything. And he was trash. So stop listening to this. It's all about in your heart and what you are, your passion for the game. That's what you should be looking at. It's about that passion and what you bring to the table when you on that field. You think Dennis Rodman was the ideal side for somebody to guard Shaquille O'Neal? Dennis Rodman guarded Shaquille O'Neal better than any person in the history of the game. We're talking about one of the most dominant, physically dominant players that ever played the game, and a 6'6", 6'7", 230 pound, 240 pound Dennis Rodman physically outmatched and showed up with a 7'2", 340 pound monster Shaquille O'Neal and gave him every bit of that. What are we talking about, bro? Stop listening to this. Stop listening to it. There's no such thing. Look, maybe players and coaches want guys for certain positions, and maybe that. But at the end of the day, none of that matters. Look at Tack McKinley, 6'4", 255 pounds, and plays soft as a fucking pillow. Like, what are we talking about? Jamal Anderson was the ideal size for a defensive tackle and was absolute trash. Like Dennis Rodman did that all on effort and heart and hard work. But like, what are we talking about? Like at the end of the day, man, it's like these guys just got to play hard. It's in your heart, bro. Like if you love it, you love it. But for the most part, a lot of these guys just don't love it. Like I said, like y'all look at Caleb McGarry and then he had one bad game and y'all never let him hear the end of it. But let me say something about that precious Lamar Jackson. Oh my God, Mike, here you go again about Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson, he's a super duper crooper balooper duper star. Ain't did shit. He in the same category that Matt Ryan was. Never got to the Super Bowl. He's a loser until he did. But he gets the pass for it. Lamar Jackson can't lead his team back. He can't even throw to a damn wide receiver, but I'm supposed to believe that he's a mega elite star. Man, if you don't take this size 11, turn that sumbitch sideways so I can sick this sumbitch right up your candy behind. Like, what are we talking about? Like, Kurt, have y'all seen Caleb McGarry in his last few games? They've done a pretty good job. And like I said, he's not even in the top 10 even getting sacked. But we keep believing this nonsense about what our offensive line. We have one of the best offensive line in the fucking league. What are you talking about, bro? Michael, this right here, the fact that we're asking where's the heart at for this defense is halfway through the season is crazy. I don't see nobody who look. Grady Jarrett, like I said, I'm gonna give him a pass, obviously because he's coming back and he's kind of like figure out what he can and cannot do as a defensive tackle coming off that ACL tear. So he's still kind of mentally, preparing himself. I wouldn't say prepared, but like he's mentally kind of figuring out where he is as a football player at this particular moment. Mike, you a sucker mean ding-a-ling. He didn't blow a 28-3 lead. Lamar ain't even been to a fucking Super Bowl. What the fuck are you talking about? See, this is what I be talking about. Like, man, you just opening your butt cheeks wide open for this man. He ain't even been to a damn Super Bowl. And y'all already bending over for this man. For what? Y'all done bent over before he even got there. So when he opened the door, here we go, right here. That's y'all. He ain't even got there yet. And them butt cheeks already spread wide open. He ain't even walked through the damn door yet. Y'all done already put Lamar Jackson in elite status. He ain't even touched the damn doorknob yet. He can barely throw for 4,000 yards in the season, and them butt cheeks spread wide open. It ain't no facts. What's the truth? Huh? He didn't blow lead. He ain't even been there. You can't blow something you ain't been to. Lamar ain't even been there. That's the truth, man. You don't want to know the truth. Well, the truth is that motherfucker ain't even touched the doorknob of the goddamn Super Bowl. He get blown out before he even get to the motherfucker. The fuck you talking about? Up here talking about, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. Why? Because he can run fast? He's one of the most exciting players in the history of the game? Yes, he is. He's one of the most efficient as far as the touchdown turnover ratio. Absolutely he is. But I could care less about what that. He can care less. The fact of the matter, Lamar he has a higher expectation for himself than you clowns do. And up here, like I said, y'all butt cheeks already spread open. This motherfucker ain't touched the damn doorknob yet. Let the man look. My thing is, ain't never been no hate about about a quarterback. I tell it like it is. But some of you son of a bitches, y'all wanna look at guys like Matt Ryan and say you're a loser when he has We talk about one of the most winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. You look at his numbers, well over 50,000. We talking about Matt Ryan is thrown. He's created some of the best. He's had Julio Jones, he's had Julio Jones, Roddy White, Tony Gonzalez. He's made Harry Douglas a 1,000-yard receiver and got him contracts. Have you seen Lamar Jackson get any other wide receiver a contract? They play with Lamar Jackson and they die. The only one that hasn't died is goddamn Hollywood Brown. But y'all butt cheeks are spread wide open for Lamar Jackson. And Dim Lord. Well, the record says otherwise. This motherfucker called himself a dim lord, saying some dumbass shit like this. A dim lord. What the fuck is a dim lord? Motherfucker can't even say their own name. They scared to say their own name, their real name in real life, but they quick to talk about Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan is a loser. Motherfucker probably shitting in the damn. Look, don't start. Here he go. You ain't, look, what have you done? What have you done to be calling somebody a loser? Because what we do over here, we tell the truth. Okay? We tell the truth over here. So what is your truth? Who is your favorite player? Dim Lord. Dim Lord. Come on, Mr. Dim Lord. Who is your favorite player, Mr. Dim Lord? I would love to know this. Come on. No, I don't want to hear that buzz. Look, y'all want to sit up here and call this man the loser? Who is your favorite quarterback? Who is your favorite player? Because I like to know. I like to know something about you, sir. What these dumbass, repetitive ass comments? He's a loser. Well, the numbers say otherwise. Mr. Dim Lord. Up here trying to be a fake ass Star Wars character, call himself trying to call Matt Ryan. You see this punk motherfucker? Now he trying to act like a punk. Now he punking out. Came in here with all that talk. He came with all that noise. Now he punking out. He ain't got no favorite player. Everybody who's ever looked at any sport got a favorite player. Get out of here with that nonsense. This coward. Somebody else said something. Look, let me go to the next girl because this Dim Lord is a coward. He cowarding out talking about he ain't got no favorite player. Man, shut up. Lamar got 2 MVPs and he's not even 30. And he's a fucking loser. Matt Ryan, there's not been an award that Matt Ryan has not won as far as a quarterback. Everything, this man from Rookie of the Year to MVP look, name a fucking award. This man done damn did it offensively for this man does it every year. We talking about Dim Lord. Now you look, until you act like a man, I'm no longer listening to you. We need men in this thing. You took a coward way out and talking about he don't have a favorite player. Man, please shut up. Not even 30 years old. Man, shut up. Up here talking about 2 MVPs. That motherfucker MVP of losing in the fucking playoffs after getting the MVP. He the only motherfucker that done that. Won MVPs and not even got to a Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here. How you win an MVP and not even get to a Super Bowl? 2 of them at that. Up here talking about everybody behind these bland ass comment talking about they telling the truth. What fucking truth are y'all telling? I ain't saying nothing. All y'all some losers and trying to get at somebody who actually done something. Matt Ryan is one. When you need Matt Ryan the most, he steps up and does his job. He's not responsible for what everybody else do on the defense and special teams and coaching spot. He does his job. But when you need that Lamar Jackson to step up and throw the ball to a wide receiver and come back and use his arm to throw it, he does not do it. And he's been consistently losing in that fashion. So I will give Lamar Jackson the credit, and I want Lamar Jackson to succeed. But until he shows that he can actually be a quarterback and make those necessary plays with his arm and not with his leg, I'm going to stand by what I'm saying. He's not a quarterback. He's a absolute playmaker. He's one of the best playmakers in the NFL, if not the best player in the NFL as far as making plays. He can do that. But when I need him to be a quarterback, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in the regular season. It doesn't happen in the playoffs. Like y'all say some of the dumbest stuff because y'all be in y'all be in y'all feelings about stuff. Ain't nobody told me what Lamar has done outside of running. Oh, he won 2 MVPs. What about that Ravens defense that he's had for the last 5 to 7 years? This defense is always top 10, and this man has ruined top 10 defenses for 5 straight years plus with an MVP season. So they give him great defenses, and he still finds a way to lose. And he still can't pass the ball for more than 300 and 350 yards in a playoff game. But I'm supposed to believe that he's an MVP? Get out of here. You got some nerve to be even mentioning the great one, Matt Ryan. Please. It's only been a handful of guys that done had, we talking about, I think it's 41 is Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Matt Ryan, Peyton Manning as the quarterback that have had in the first 9 straight games. I think it's 9 straight years of 300 plus games. I think it was like 9, like 3. I think it's like 10 plus games like that, or 300 plus passing games. It's like it's only 4 quarterbacks that did these types of things, and you have the mitigated gall to even mention Matt Ryan. You people are sick. And here it is. Look, I told you, until you say something educated and stop using that little. Tell that to the NFC Championship when Matt Ryan blew a 7. Look, you fucking moron. Tell me how a quarterback blew a lead. I will absolutely wait. Tell me how a quarterback blows a lead that he got. Tell me, I will wait for you. How does a quarterback blow a lead that he got? Because he had the lead. Tell me how the quarterback, how does the quarterback blow a lead that he got? They wouldn't even have the lead if it wasn't for Matt Ryan in that offense. So tell me again, how does Matt Ryan blow a 17 lead? See, some of y'all just be saying stuff because your ding-a-ling is so hard for another guy, and we know who your ding-a-ling is hard for. Yeah, come on. I'm waiting for it. Y'all doing all this tippy tapping. Tell me how a quarterback can blow a lead that they got without throwing an interception, without turning the ball over. Tell me that. Tell me how can Matt Ryan blow a 17-point lead that he get? Ain't no fucking pause. I said what the fuck I said. Motherfucker up here talking about Matt Ryan gave him the 17-point lead and he say he blew him, but he didn't throw no turnovers. Man, shut the fuck up. Y'all make no damn sense. Look, if we were crapping out here, man, all you motherfuckers be broke. I ain't saying it. Y'all saying a whole bunch of dumb shit thinking y'all cool. I don't know what you sound like a fucking idiot talking about he blew a 17-point lead when the defense didn't do a damn thing in the Super Bowl, in the NFC Championship. Like in the Super Bowl in the NFC Championship. The defense gave up a lead. Get the fuck out of here. I've been talking about he blew a lead. Man, some of y'all some crack babies, boy. Some of y'all mama, look, y'all need some pills? Like y'all can go, look, you can go to Kroger and get you some of them omega-3s. Some of you motherfuckers need omega-3s to because y'all brain is not healthy. It's obviously not healthy. Give some omega-3s for you motherfuckers, because clearly you motherfuckers ain't got it all. Don't turn the ball over, but he blew a lead. Man, what are you talking about? And I haven't had a good Matt Ryan rant, and I'm feeling mighty good right now. It was Matt Ryan's fault that Brian Poole got cooked by Edelman. Like, what are you talking about? It's Matt Ryan's fault that Deion Jones, Keanu O'Neal couldn't stop James White on the last run that literally could have won the Super Bowl if Deion Jones just make that one tackle. If Deion Jones make that tackle on Edelman, the Atlanta Falcons are Super Bowl champions. If they can smack the ball out of that Edelman's hand, yeah, the Falcons would be Super Bowl champions. If Robert Alford just catches that interception and instead of it bouncing off his damn hand, we'll be looking at Super Bowl champion. What are you talking about? Some of y'all do need some omega-3s. I mean, y'all definitely omega-3 deficient. You clearly are. Hey, look, another dumbass. Look, see this boy here. You are so fucking stupid. Matt Ryan's legacy would look different if he didn't take sacks. Jesus Christ, baby. I'm gonna pray for you. Lord, I come to you right now. To make sure that Sheila E, baby, okay? I want him to get on his knees and pray to you for common sense. I want him to go and do his research, baby. Lord, please help him. Lord, please help this crack baby. Please show him the way. Show him the way and learn how to read. Learn how to go into YouTube and know the difference between offense and defense and special teams and coaching, Lord. Help him, Lord Jesus. Help him. Sheila, he needs the help. He needs the help, Lord. We need it. Because Matt Ryan don't play defense. He don't play defense, Lord. Help him, Lord. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. Help him, Jesus. Help this child. Help Sheila E., Lord. Whew. You can't fix stupid, boy. Warren always said, but you can't fix stupid. Up here talking about Matt Ryan blew a lead. How in the hell a quarterback is not throwing interception and turning the ball over is blowing the lead? The defense job is to prohibit, to stop to not score, to not let the opponent score, yet they did, and Matt Ryan blew a lead. No, that's not true. I done told you, sir. You look, until you say something smart, Mr. Lord, Mr. Dim Lord. Yeah, I will not read your comments. I need something smart coming out of you. I need you to type something smart, yo. Again, no, y'all still have yet to answer the question. How does a quarterback lose the game that he gave you a lead in? Okay. Do you know what a lead is? That means you're in front. So if you are in front and your opponent doesn't do anything, guess what happens? You're still in the lead. Yeah, you're still in the lead. This part right here, so many things. Like some of y'all really, y'all really need to be prayed for. Y'all really do, because I know where this coming from. Y'all can't fool me. I've been in every conversation. I've been in every sports group. I've been a part of every sports group imaginable. We got well over 100,000, okay, people that have been a part, and they know what Atlanta Falcon Nation is. They know what Atlanta Falcons. So I've been in every type of conversation there has been. I've sat down with legends. We're talking about legends, Hall of Famers. I've sat down with these guys and had conversations with them. And I've heard what they say. And none of them say the dumb shit that comes out of y'all mouth. These crack babies still ain't answering the question, y'all. They ain't answering no question. They saying the same dumb shit. They saying the same dumb stuff over and over again. I ain't said anything. You got a 28-3 lead. You know how many possessions that is? That means the defense has to give up. We talk about not even a whole 2 quarters. They had a 28-3 lead with 3.5 minutes left, and they blew all that lead. They blew a 25-point lead in a quarter. That means, and every drive for the most part of that, the defense damn near gave up a score everyone. So if the Falcons would have just gotten one stop defensively, they would have won the Super Bowl. That's it. We're not even talking about this. If they would have just got one stop in that 4th quarter, you're talking about Super Bowl champions, and they couldn't even do that. The offensive line, 1.4 seconds after the snap, the fastest sack recorded against the Saints. Ryan had no time to do anything 18, but it's Ryan's fault. Exactly. Yeah, they still ain't saying nothing. They ain't saying nothing at all. They ain't saying nothing whatsoever. They keep saying, "Oh, but Matt Ryan, Matt Ryan didn't run the ball. Matt Ryan didn't stay on the field." That don't matter. It don't matter. That's just when you have a lead. Let me explain this to some of you slow-mos out here. When you have a 28-3 lead, It doesn't matter if Matt Ryan doesn't score anymore. Why? Because you have a defense that's supposed to do their job. So if the defense prohibits the opponent from scoring, it doesn't matter what Matt Ryan does or doesn't do, because he gave them the lead. It's up to you of what you do with the opportunity that you've been given. And this is what Mike Vick, and I hate to say it, but like some of these people are obsessed with Mike Vick, so they say dumb crap like this. We know, look, trust me, we know. We know exactly who you love. It's not a secret, y'all. We know who you love. Yeah, Matt Ryan played free safety. That's what happened. Will Levis confuses me. He's actually looks good. Do you think this Tiger? Nah, he's not good enough. No, he's no. The thing is with him, you're gonna have those moments where quarterbacks about consistently. You don't get caught up in one game. Once you start keeping up, when you start focusing on the game that he's played well, that right there is what gets you. That's what gets most coaches fired, because they look at that one game, that two game that he's had and he's shown. But the quarterback position is about consistency. So if you can consistently put up numbers and you can consistently do, let's just say for him, he can consistently put up 250 yards, 1 touchdowns every game. Well, that's an adequate year for a quarterback. That's all you need for your quarterback to do. But he's not doing that. It's about consistency. So I don't get carried away by having one good game. This is how you end up with a lot of quarterbacks, quite frankly. And Justin Fields is one of those guys. That's how you end up with a Justin Fields, because you see that one spurt, that one moment, or that 2 moments, or 3 moments in the season, and say, yeah, this is the reason why we drafted him. But he's not consistently putting up numbers. So the quarterback position is about consistency, not how special he can have, not that 1 or 2 games. I'm not fazed by that. No, if a quarterback, like if you look at Matt Ryan and a lot of his numbers, he's been consistent throughout his entire career. If you look at Drew Brees with the Saints, you know exactly what you're going to get out of him every year. Down there, 280 plus, a couple of touchdowns every single game. That's what you know what you're going to get for your great quarterback. If a good quarterback, you know that they're going to put up good numbers and they're going to play a certain way every game. You don't know what you're getting from Will Levis. And that's why, for me, if I'm the Titans, I'm looking for another quarterback. I don't care nothing about that 1 game or that 2 game or 3 games that he done had and he showed. Yeah. Look, I hope y'all really get. I really hope y'all get help. I really do. I really hope y'all get help. It's not cute being stupid. It really isn't. It ain't cute being stupid. You really don't. It's not cute being stupid, y'all. Everybody keeps saying something about the quarterback. And this is the funny. This is why I say these Mike Vick bend over energy people. This is where it's funny. on one end, Matt Ryan is supposed to he's supposed to win games, and winning games, it like him winning games and putting up numbers, the numbers don't matter. But on one end, this is exactly what y'all say about Lamar Jackson, but it's the opposite. Lamar Jackson's elite because of his numbers, but when you look at him actually being able to win games, he's a loser. Just look at his playoff record for itself. It speaks for itself. See, y'all judge Matt Ryan by his playoff victories. And then you give Lamar Jackson a pass for the lack of playoff victories. And that's why I said stupid is not a good, it really ain't good. It really ain't good. Like I said, y'all have them spread before they even walk through the door. Ain't even touched the doorknob and y'all already got it spread. It's funny. It's hilarious to see these same people that said Matt Ryan is a loser because he didn't win the Super Bowl. And this son bitch Lamar Jackson ain't even been to a Super Bowl, but he's a great player. It's freaking hilarious. And then they look at you and say, man, I don't think you should be talking about it. He got 2 MVPs. Yeah, and he lost with those 2 MVPs. And he got his ass whipped with those 2 MVPs. He only 27. Get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck what age he is. He's still a fucking loser. He's been in the league 7 years. He's still a fucking loser. So until he wins, keep that same energy. You son of a. Y'all know what y'all are stupid. Y'all really are stupid. I really hope y'all get offended by this. Because you are stupid. Matt Ryan sucks because he didn't win in the playoffs. But Lamar Jackson ain't won shit in the playoffs, but he's elite. Man, you are stupid. I bet y'all lose all y'all damn money when y'all play Pride Picks. You cannot make this stuff up, y'all. Yeah, we know. That's why you here in this chat, because you stupid. You ain't qualified for nothing else. I know. You ain't got to tell me. I know that. I know that's why you here. You in this chat because you stupid. You not qualified to do nothing else but sit in this chat and say dumb shit. We know that. We know. Like, I love Kirk Cousins, but like I said, he's not Matt Ryan. Like I said, it's the craziest thing that people would judge Matt Ryan for losing and then turn around and praise the guy who ain't winning shit. He losing too. Right now, Lamar Jackson is on the same plane as Matt Ryan. What Peyton Manning was the same, all those guys on the same path. Until you win a championship, until you get the Super Bowl, you're a loser, period. I don't give a fuck about how much numbers, like Peyton Manning had some of the greatest numbers of all time. Until he won the Super Bowl, all that stigma went away. You talk about a Peyton Manning #1 fan right here. Until he won the Super Bowl, until he overcame those obstacles, he was never elite. Anybody who know the game know that about Peyton Manning. Know what the conversation surrounding him. But you got these loser ass Michael Vick fans who trying to relive the Michael Vick era, who love Lamar Jackson. These people don't want to have that same energy for him that they have for Peyton Manning, that they had for, guys like Steve McNair, A lot of quarterbacks, Randall Cunningham, all those guys was losers. But you try to say that Lamar Jackson is a loser, they want to call you crazy. How you doing, John? See, this is the stupidest shit that I'm talking about. This the stupid shit that I'm talking about. And I love you to death, Mr. Mills, but listen to this. Listen to this. Is this not a fact? This is not a fact, okay? Ask me if this is not a fact. Have Lamar won a Super Bowl? Has he gotten to a Super Bowl? Has he not thrown for 4,000 yards yet? Just answer those three questions. I will sit here and wait. Because this is why this is fucking hilarious when people say stuff like this. Why so much hate towards LJA? Do you respect the talent or you just hate him in general? Again, answer those three questions. Has he not gotten to a Super Bowl? Has he not won a Super Bowl? Has he not thrown for 4,000 yards? Just answer those millimeters. Answer those three questions. I only got three questions, and you can say yes or no to them. I love you, bro. You know I love you, Millie. But answer those three questions. And I'll wait. I'll wait for y'all. I'll wait for you to say it. I just want to see how long it takes people to answer the questions. Because everybody keeps saying hate. He ain't done none of them. So what have I said that's untrue about him? What have I said about Lamar Jackson that is untrue? It's something that you're not comfortable hearing it. Lamar Jackson, he knows that he's a loser. And he's trying to get past that. He know he's a loser. He know them MVPs don't matter if he don't get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. He knows that. But his own fans. So how are we hating when the things that we're saying about him are absolutely true? Where's the hate? Look, I want to see him win, but until he's a fucking loser. He's a good player, but he's overrated by the fan. Doesn't make him bad. He's great. I was just acting crazy. No, believe me, I'm very good. But as a player perspective, do you feel if you want to see, I did a whole breakdown. We did a whole breakdown on Lamar Jackson talent, and I've done it throughout the years. Y'all don't want to hear it. Because if I ain't sucking his left titty nipple off, y'all ain't hearing nothing else. I literally just said in this same live that he's one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the history of in the NFL right now. He doesn't make turnovers, and he's probably the best playmaker in the game right now. What else do you want me to do about it? Because that right there completely and totally utterly defines who he is as a player. You can't say he's an elite quarterback because he's never thrown for 4,000 yards. He ain't did nothing. Everything that we talk about a quarterback. Lamar Jackson has not done it. He can't get the ball to his wide receivers. Is that not true? Because all he throws, most of his, if you look at the receptions leaders for Lamar Jackson throughout the years, it's been tight ends and wide receivers. So again, I reiterate, where is the hate for Lamar? These are everything that I stated is true. Nothing that I said was untrue. I've said this, Millie, I've said this every video. Sam, OG Sam, Mr. White, K Styles. I can go on and on and on and on again. We've said this time and time again. But when we bring up the truth about Lamar, it's hate. So when we talk about, like, I don't do, like, for me, you know when I hate somebody. You know when I hate somebody. Okay? I think there's a lot of carryover from fans for begging Arthur Blank to trade for Lamar. And I get it. I wasn't against bringing Lamar Jackson in, but like I'm not paying no $200 million for it. I'm not giving up no 3 first-round picks for it. You got to be out your damn mind. How you doing, Cuddy? What's going on, pimping? Lamar will always be in the shadow case, but like he's gonna be in the shadow of a lot of quarterbacks. Not even just like Joe Burrow done got to a Super Bowl. Like, what are we talking about? Why? Like, how is it hate when we say obvious stuff about him? Joe Burrow done got to a Super Bowl, and we up here talking about we hate Lamar Jackson. Like, this guy done did it in his young career, brief career, and we up here talking about Mike and AFN hates and has a disdain for Lamar. These are facts. Lamar has had a Hall of Fame, close to a Hall of Fame, close. I mean, even that's debatable if he is a Hall of Famer or not, because he doesn't have the passing numbers to even say he's a Hall of Famer. So he has to win a Super Bowl. He has to prove that he's a pretty good quarterback and pass for more than 4,000 yards in a season. He hasn't done that. So a lot of things, like I said, with $200 million, and with him and 3 first-round picks, the Falcons wouldn't have been able to build anything around him. So it just didn't make sense. And that's what Arthur was talking about. So there's no hatred, there's no disdain for him. You know, coming in when people were saying he wasn't a quarterback, I'm rooting for the kid. But like, you're not gonna get me to blindly follow somebody because I like him. Like, I'm a huge Steph Curry fan. Like, that motherfucker, look, Steph the shit. But to say he's like one of the greatest players of all time, I'm not that stupid. He's the greatest shooter of all time, but I don't even think like he's the greatest. But some Steph Curry fan think he's the best. Some LeBron fan think he's the greatest player of all time. I'm not delusional when it comes down to players. We speak the absolute truth. Everything that I've said about Lamar Jackson is true. He's a loser in the playoffs. Okay? He's a loser. That is a fact. He hasn't gotten to a Super Bowl. That's a fact. He hasn't passed the ball for 4,000 yards. That's a fact. Because you don't like my tone and what we're saying, these are facts. So I'll end it right now so everybody can go watch the presser right now with Raheem. Can you do a video on thoughts? Absolutely. I definitely have that, Xavier. I definitely have. I definitely have that. And like I said, like Steph is my favorite player, man. He's one of my favorite players of all time. It's Scottie Pippen, Steph Curry, obviously MJ, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe. Actually, I used to hate Kobe, but I learned to respect Kobe. I used to hate his fucking guts, but those are my five right there. So I'm not delusional to say Steph Curry is the greatest of all time and all that type of stuff. Nah, Raheem would be fine, man. Like I said, nobody calling for him. We just calling for him to make the necessary changes. Nobody's calling for him to get fired. Regular season, you make your name, playoffs, where you make your yes. So with that being said, man, nah, I wasn't an Iverson guy. I'm definitely a T-Mac guy though. Definitely a T-Mac. That's just my top five. But T-Mac definitely there. Nah, I don't do a lot of that. I really don't do a lot of this. But like I said, man, y'all, I love sitting back, debating, having a conversation with y'all. So it's all good, man. Don't take it personal. This is a conversation. It's barbershop talk. This is what we do. So everybody head over and watch the presser with Raheem and watch that goofy shit he talking. But yeah, T-Mac definitely one of my goals. So with that being said, man, y'all continue to support your boy. We'll be here tonight, this evening with the originators. Head over to that live and hit that notification so you can be notified when we go live. You won't miss it because YouTube be tripping sometime and they don't get a lot of our notifications. But with that being said, man, this conversation will continue throughout the regular season, the week, I mean. But that's at the end of the day, man, all love, no, don't take it hard. We just talking crap around here. So that's what you like to do. Hit that subscribe button. If not, it's all good. But you gave us a view regardless. So that's all I got to say about that. And that's the bottom line because Mad Mike said so.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.